All right, gather round because a discussion needs to be had. So in the last Bungie article talking about the layoffs, I mentioned the fact that I have not played Destiny since I beat the campaign for the final shape. Now, that's not it's a loose truth. Basically, I beat the campaign. I stuck around. I did the Duel of Destinies to get the exotic class items. I grinded the hell out of that until I got one that I really enjoyed. I did the first act of the current season, and then it was like a switch in my brain was instantaneously flipped. I just didn't care anymore, and I don't know how to describe it. Like, I've taken hiatuses from Destiny before. I took a hiatus after House of Wolves and then came back for The Taken King. I took a hiatus around Curse of Osiris, came back for Forsaken. I've taken multiple hiatuses between the different seasons that have essentially come out. One of the things that pissed me off the most was I took a hiatus during Season of the Dawn, whichever season it was that first brought back Saint 14. So I completely missed out on that cosmetic drip, and then ended up coming back later and saw everybody running around with their dope ass Saint 14 inspired armor, and I was pissed off. But this doesn't feel like one of the hiatuses that I've taken before. This feels like I'm just done, and I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about being just done with something that has taken up a vast majority of the last 10 years in regards to gaming. Destiny 1 was probably one of the greatest gaming experiences I've ever had the chance to enjoy. And I've been a part of multiple major gaming experiences. Halo 2, Halo 3, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, just so many environments, the original launch of Fortnite, the original launch of Apex. There have been so many games that have come out over the years. World of Warcraft is one of them, League of Legends, and I've phased out a lot of those, but at the same time I never really closed a chapter on them. Like, for instance, I don't play WoW as often as I did when I was like 14, but I still log into WoW like every other week to run around and do some stuff or do a little bit of farming. It's like a casual experience for me now. And with the War Within about to come around and be out in practically a month, maybe a month and a half, I'm definitely going to show up and play through that expansion and see the story and, that type of stuff. But for Destiny, it feels as though I'm just tired. Like, I'm tired of the system. I'm tired of this version of grinding. I'm tired of the back end BS. Just it's exhausting. It's exhausting being a Destiny fan when you love the IP so much and you want to see so much from it, but they're not doing anything with it. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Destiny is something that can have books, it can do anime, it can do shows, and these things have been teased for so long. And for the most part, they've never been brought to light in any way, shape, or form. There's so many dope stories from side characters that we could enjoy. An anime that's like Castlevania, but it's based around Eris and her fire team going down to fight Crota, where it's basically just horror because they're delving into darkness that they don't understand. Or a spaghetti western about Shin Malphur or something along those lines. So many directions that the IP can go in, but I don't care anymore. Like, if it was something that came out, I don't know if I would watch it. I'd probably just watch clips of it on TikTok and say it's cool, but I don't think I would probably sit down and waste my time to, absorb myself in it. I find myself being absorbed by Warframe's current story with the man behind the wall And the first Descendant story, even though the story is kind of bare bones, but they've already said that this is more or less the pre-game to what they're going to be doing and developing with the story in regards to like season 1. So there's things to look forward to down the line, and I like the mind-numbing grind that the first Descendant currently provides. I like the mind-numbing grind that I've gotten used to in regards to Warframe. Stepping away from Destiny has essentially allowed me to play so many more games and realize how much more my time is essentially valued doing other things where it feels rewarding. It feels rewarding when I play Elden Ring and I beat a fucking boss and it feels fucking good. Or when I find a new like lore thing in Elden Ring. It feels freaking good when I'm running around in First Ascendant like a madman farming one mission for like an hour to have something finally drop on the floor. And I think one of the reasons for that is that I don't feel that way from Destiny anymore. There was a point in time back in Destiny 1 where, and I remember it clearly, we went down into the Vault of Glass, and before you go and do the encounter for the harpies, there's a chest off to the left that you can go and get. And I remember when we got down there, somebody opened up the chest, and it was so cool watching like that person get Hawk Moon, and that person get this other gun, and that person get Galahorn, and watching them just pop off and do amazing shit with those weapons. And then when you finally got all the way to the end and you beat Atheon would drop what the fuck was that goddamn fusion rifle assault rifle called? I see the Vex Mythoclast. It would drop the Vex Mythoclast, or somebody would get Galahorn, or somebody would get some type of other item, or somebody would complete their armor set and just be in the tower looking baller. And that felt great. And that feeling extended all the way to House of Wolves and Wrath of the Machine. And it's one of the things where it doesn't feel like, or should I say, the need to run the raid doesn't really exist anymore. Because back in the day when you ran Wrath of the Machine, you would get armor pieces, and those armor pieces would allow you to do super dope things or give you these really, really great buffs, and it would make the raid essentially easier because you've put in the time and the effort. Now, armor from the raid is just cosmetic. I don't give a shit about that. Like, I don't care about cosmetics. I own enough of them. Like, literally, I put hundreds of hours into and thousands of dollars into acquiring different cosmetics, both from the monetary side and just from the grinding side. So, going to do a raid to get like one gun that is only like 7 or 10% stronger than another gun I already have in my inventory doesn't appeal to me anymore. I don't care about that anymore. Like the reason to play Destiny was the grind. The true end game of Destiny was bragging rights and the drip. And over the years that has essentially been removed. It is gone. It's not there anymore. It's not something that I can take enjoyment from. And it's one of the reasons why I actually like the final shape, because the final shape was this fantastic final story in regards to your relationship with like this boogeyman that has essentially been in the background the entire time, and finally be able to put him 6 feet in the fucking dirt. That felt great. Like, it felt great running through that story. It felt great getting prismatic for the first time, hunting down the chests, or coming across a chest and making a mental note that this chest is here and I got to get a thing in order to come back and get it. Not looking at any guides in any way, shape, or form, building prismatic however you want to build it. But then you get to the end of the story and you realize, oh, this class has limitations. And there are certain things that have essentially left out that would have made this class a whole lot more fun. And why do I care to even go out and grind and go get something else in order to do this? I don't. And then it was the two-person quest in order to get the class item, which was fine because I was able to get a buddy of mine who still played the game, and we ran through it and we had an absolute blast. But for people who had fallen into the whole solo mindset in regards to Destiny, it's more or less a kick in the nuts to find out that, it's like, hey, this thing that you should be able to do solo, you're not allowed to do solo. But I do still enjoy the community side of Destiny. I love watching Astacross videos. I enjoy watching Esoteric, but it's playing the game. Me physically sitting down and playing the game is just something that I can't do because the fun is gone. The love is gone. And that's wild to say, like I said, for a game that I played every single day for what are we at right now? We're at 4,074 hours, 4,074.8 hours. If we were to do time wasted on Destiny, let's see if we can find how much time we've wasted on this game. If we were to do Destiny 1, if it loads, or it can't find me because they don't exist apparently. No, that's an example. I'm not here. For whatever reason, I can't look myself up. Hold on. Let me see if that will do it. Because I do remember I changed my name. Last played 7 days ago. Last played 5 years ago. Let's do Destiny 1. $864, 16 minutes, 48 seconds. That's a lot of characters that were essentially created. I don't even know who the hell this character was. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, that time ain't that math ain't math in there, buddy. Cause I definitely had way more. Hold on, now we gotta do some math. 393 plus 323 plus 146 plus 319 plus 204 plus 176 plus 6 plus 269 plus 142 plus 124 plus 42 plus 15 plus 3 plus. Yeah, okay. 3,000 hours. 3,000 hours on Destiny 1. Insane. Pure insanity. In every way, shape, and form. I don't think I had. I don't think I had deleted anything from D2. But then again, who knows? It could be a case that we did delete some things from D2. And then for like the 7 days ago was basically me logging in and trying to run like one mission and realizing that I just did not care. This may be the first time in a long time, and when a long time I mean in years, that yeah, it's not doing the tracking right. But this might be the first time in like a long time in years where I just don't care anymore. And Destiny might end up just being but you know what? Let's call it a day. Where it just ends up being just uninstalled. Yeah. I think I think the reason why they're currently dealing with a lot of people, or their largest drop off from in history, in regards to people just simply no longer playing their game, has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of people have arrived at the exact same feeling that I have, which is the game came out, Final Shape came out in June. By the end of July, they lost 200,000 players playing the game. 314,000. Like, they're now. I don't think there's ever been a moment. Maybe 289,000. That was. That was maybe Lightfall. Maybe Lightfall. No, Lightfall was last year. So this was Taken Queen. Not Taken Queen. This was Witch Queen. So Witch Queen was March. And to be quite honest, Witch Queen was super fun. Lightfall was this one right here, which ended up with just the massive drops all the way down to the 46,000. Are they going to go all the way down to 46,000? I feel that way. The current act system isn't really that good. The content delivery pipeline in regard to that fucking sucks, and then from what we're hearing, it's only going to get absolutely fucking worse. It's a shame. It's a shame. But it's like I said before, there are so many other things that I'm now starting to enjoy, other games that I'm able to play that aren't Destiny. Now that Destiny isn't eating up like literally 5 or 6 hours a day for me, I'm all like, oh, I'll go play some Elden Ring. Oh, I'll go play some this. Oh, I'll go play some that. I can enjoy other things again. So that's pretty good. But let me know if you're feeling the exact same way I am. Like you're just you've arrived at a point where you're just done. You're just tired of Destiny, and you've essentially just moved on, and you no longer care to play it. Like you still care about the community and people doing super crazy and dope shit in the game, but you just can't bring yourself to play the game anymore. If you've fallen into that, let me know. Comment down below. We'll talk. Peace.